So a lot of people know my claim to fame, building Elite Daily to 15 million and exiting to $1 billion company. But a lot of people think that that was how I became a millionaire. And the truth is, I actually became a millionaire at 24 years old. I sold Elite Daily at 30 years old. And so I think a lot of people see the habits that I have today as a conscious millionaire that's built 2 8-figure companies and multiple 7-figure companies. And let me tell you, these habits now were not the same habits that I had to get me to becoming a millionaire. Like now I'm into like meditation and just it's just a different lifestyle. But I want to give you guys 8 habits that will support you on your journey if you're just getting started. Like I remember when I was like 19 years old, 18, 19 years old, and I had a dream of like becoming the first millionaire in my family. I wanted to have just a dope lifestyle and make a lot of money and do it taking the unconventional path. And I want to tell you what the habits were for me to get there by 24 years old. And so first and foremost, my dad always said a quote to me. He said, hard work comes before the dream. It was actually something that we put on one of the Leaders Create Leaders clothing brand shirts, and I think we had a dope ass hoodie. By the way, in the description, guys, we relaunched the Leaders Create Leaders clothing brand. Check it out. And so hard work comes before the dream for me is the life of grind. Like it was late nights, early mornings. And so now I believe that you can become successful without having to necessarily grind and just be a part of hustle culture. But if I'm being honest, when I started off, it was about the hustle. And so it was late nights, early mornings, late nights, early mornings. And, that really supported me too. Becoming a closer. And like what I mean by that is I was having conversations with leads and clients every single day. And so I was mastering the sale. I was mastering the gift of gab. I was mastering how to be able to take someone on a journey on a call and actually enroll them in working with me. My first client was $500 a month as an agency. I'll tell you guys that story in another video. That then ended up becoming clients that hired me for 6 figures and helped me to become a multimillionaire by 24. And so become a closer. And that means you got to have a lot of conversations. Every day we having conversations and understanding the art of the sale. Number 3, networking. It's easy today to just be hiding behind a laptop, but I really was getting out there. I was going out and believe it or not, even like going out to clubs. I mean, I was young. I loved to go to clubs. I was always looking for like who in the room is someone that I can see is on it. Like it has that it factor. I could tell that they were an entrepreneur. I can tell that they had something about them, that they had that gravitas, they had that influence. And so I was constantly networking. I also was going to events, networking events. I was going to just different like summits that basically were out there that I would find. And just any way that I could. And obviously with social media, I was like networking. That was like a big habit of mine. Number 4, balling out. And look, there's a lot of content out there about saving money, and yes, I believe in all of that, and I definitely believe in investing, and I was investing at that age. But I wanted to just say balling out because for me, like, I really believe like how you feel is so important. If you want to become a millionaire, it's about embodying what it feels like. And I didn't understand what embodiment was when I was back in 19, 20, 21 years old. But for me, I just remember that I was balling out. Like as I was making money, I didn't live in scarcity, afraid to spend money. I went into the sneaker store and I bought the sneakers and the dunks that I wanted to buy, multiple pairs. When I started making money, I got my first Bentley. It was used, but it made me feel like a baller. I mean, if I went to a club, I got a table. If I went to the mall, I bought clothes that made me feel good. Some days I would wear even a suit because back then it really was something important that made me feel like a boss. And eventually balling out for me was even getting my first apartment, which was a 2-bedroom. That helped me to like really set me up to feel so good that I got a 2-bedroom apartment. And then right before I became a millionaire, I moved to the penthouse, and the penthouse was $10,000 a month. And I remember being scared as shit to get a $10,000 a month apartment. I was like, I don't know if I can even really afford this. I barely had enough income to just show that I could afford it. But it was stretching me. But I knew that if I did that, it was going to stretch me enough where it was going to force me to level up. And that's what it did. And a lot of people make decisions based on scarcity rather than abundance and how it's going to make them feel. And by me getting that penthouse, I remember floor to ceiling views of the Manhattan skyline. I remember blasting music and feeling good, building my own office in there. And so I started to feel like a millionaire, which allowed me to meet that frequency. And actually from balling out, I think I tapped into leveling myself up to becoming more of a millionaire rather than just like hiding out. And so ball out, make those decisions that make you feel good. Be smart, of course, but ball out. Number 5, having a girlfriend. Again, surprising. A lot of people talk about like not even dating at all. For me, having a girlfriend helped ground me. And for me, like going out and dating, there's so many women out there. There's so many fish in the sea. For my girls, there's so many dudes out there. And so like having one person that you can just have a relationship that gets that you are on the ground, that gets that you're in the early years of you building, it helps you to stay focused while still feeling that sexual desire and not being out there going on dates, because that's energy, man. Like going out on all these dates every single night, that tires you out and it takes away time that you could be putting towards your venture, your business, your passion. 6, rap music. For me, just like bumping to Travis Scott, bumping to 50 Cent. 50 Cent back then was my shit. Get rich or die trying. Like, I just remember listening to rap music and allow myself to just tap in and get hyped up. And it just inspired me. 7, appreciating and incentivizing a team. Like not doing it all alone. For me, in the beginning, it was like getting some friends and people that just were like me, that had dreams like me, and just building a little team. We were like the entourage, like a little crew, and all of us just working together every day, pushing each other every day, working out together, inspiring each other. But one of the things I did was I always appreciated them and I always incentivized them. Appreciate them, sometimes I would just get them lunch. Incentivize them, I would like actually set some actual goals that if they helped me to hit, they would make more money. And then last but not least, number 8, I was writing every day. And so I had a newsletter. And so I'm not talking about just journaling, because I didn't journal every day. What I did was I actually wrote on the computer every day, and I built a newsletter that I sent out almost every single day, building out an email list and writing about all the things that I was passionate about. And so that really kept me into a flow of learning how to write and learning how to build a community, build a fan base, and build an audience through email marketing. And last, I'm gonna give you guys a bonus: mentorship. You got to be a student every single day. Learn something new every single day. For me, I was addicted to learning. I'm still addicted to learning, but having a mentor that I can ask questions. I have so many mentors throughout my career, and so like this is a big one. Find a mentor and also be your own mentor. Learn something every day. I wasn't a big book reader in the beginning. Now I am. But back then, I would look up things on the internet, learn from blogs. I would just heavily reach out and I wanted to talk to mentors. And really, it was just me becoming obsessed with asking questions. Like, I didn't care if you were the doorman or if you were like a millionaire that I happened to meet. Like, I was always curious to ask people questions, like just to know, because everyone has something you can literally learn from everyone. And that's where everyone gets a mistake. Is like, you think a mentor has to be someone who is some billionaire. And yes, you want to find a mentor that obviously has the things and has gone through the things that you essentially want to go through and what you want to achieve. But you can also learn so much. I remember one time I came home to that penthouse building and the doorman opened it up. He saw that I was a little down, I had a tough day, and he was like, "Yo, G, you all right?" And I was like, "I had a tough day." And he's like, "Yo, slow motion is better than no motion." And he said it with such swag. Slow motion is better than no motion. And to this day, I remember that. And he actually was somebody who taught me something. It was like, you're gonna have those tough days, but no matter what, you keep moving forward, 1 foot, 1% every single day. Slow motion is better than no motion. And that sticks with me till today, literally 18 years later. And he actually became a friend of mine, eventually went and built his career going into becoming a music mogul, which when I learned about his dreams, it was so dope. And so you can learn from everyone, from the doorman to the billionaire. And so be a student every day, ask questions and find ways to learn. I hope this is valuable to you guys. Which one is your favorite habit? And if you got a habit you want to share with the community, drop it in the comments. I'm curious to know. All right, guys, I can't wait to see you to step into becoming the first millionaire. So if you're going to become the first millionaire in your family, let me know in the comments and subscribe. Peace.